3, 1, 2, 3. With a loop-de-loop and one, and your stabs are getting lubed. OEM boards are meant for people who want things available all at once. So like, what is that? So it's like instant noodles, right? Like you can have them instantly, and they're good and function out of the box. You don't need to like add in more flavors. In this case, we're adding like MSG to the instant noodles, and like here we are lubing the stabs, changing everything. We're changing the recipe. So if OEM boards are like just normal keyboards and you're not meant for enthusiasts, how can we make it acceptable for enthusiasts? And the solution is to use whatever we can to make it good. We have some permatext. Like if you've already bought some, if you're already in the community, waiting is like the biggest part of this hobby. Like you gotta wait for stuff to come because everything is custom. And my hypothesis with this experiment is that there will be a ceiling of how good you can make these OEM boards, that it'll reach that ceiling. And yeah, it's just like how good can you get the boards to feel for you until you want a custom board. I think that's why custom mechanical keyboards are expensive, because they're tailored to a specific sound profile, feel, layout, that it's not for everyone. So yeah, when people ask why are custom keyboards expensive, I think the best answer is to just say that, well, they are, but there are like people who really love their typing experience. I mean, you would get a very, very expensive pen, right, to write very good. Why can't you do the same for your keyboard? I mean, that's the question, right? Do you guys have any stance on selling modded boards? Like, I think modded keyboards should cost less than their original price, in my opinion. Like, you could increase the price for lubing the stabilizers, but I don't think modded keyboards should be more expensive than their retail price, just because modded keyboards are modded keyboards. So the biggest gripe is that they are modded. They're like they've been violated. That's the best way to say it, because it's like buying a car, right? Like if you want to buy a new car, would you take a car that's modified or a car that's new? That's what I think on modded OEM boards, which is why I'm never selling mine. Like that's the reason why I will never sell my OEM boards. Probably just give them to friends, but not sell them. Like sell them, because yeah. So to insert plate mount stabs, you put the wire in first, and then you put everything else in. So there's a reason why I didn't band-aid mod these like stabilizers. It's because for plate mount stabs, band-aid mode sucks. Like I think a nice YouTuber by the name Takoyakis has a really good video on how to eliminate rattle for plate mount stabs. Is that you either replace them or you change your keyboard into PCB mount ones. However, we're working with an OEM board today, so we're using plate mount stabs. And as bad as they are, they're not bad. I think they're decent. However, if you've reached a certain price point for a board, there's just sometimes where you just want the plate mount stab, PCB mount stabs. Now that that's done, we're putting in the new switches. So off with the glorious pandas. And what's this on my lens? God, is that lube? Oh shit, what's this? Oh, I think that's just the shadow. So the switches for today are, sorry Pikami, there we go. So today's switches will be Keychron. So I watched an Indonesian YouTuber make these switches, as well as someone from a channel called Keyboard. They're a marriage between Holy Pandas, with Keychron brown bottom housings and Novelty's cream or kale red tops. So I think it would be better with milky tops, but I don't have Keychron milkies, and because this is Keychron browns that came from my original and Pro, I do not need to cut off the legs, so that's a positive. So yeah, these are what the switches look like. There we go. Keychrons filmed with Desky switch films and lubed with 205 with 105 on the springs. So let's begin putting the switches in and we can solder again. So yeah, band-aid modded on the PCB, not on the keyboard though. And we can start. So just put it in the plate, make sure everything clips, and just align it with the PCB. With OEM boards, you also just need to memorize their like tolerances, so that you know that what's for what. So what I'm gonna do is just align everything, get everything in line, take the corners first, and then as this is an OEM board, there's no need to worry about like layouts, so that's something really nice. And then I wanted to make a polycarbonate plate for the Pro, but because the PCB will be mounted to the tray, it'll just like won't matter anyways. I love how these feel. And because you can see that these are north facing, right? Like big no, but because the cream stems are long, we can use cherry keycaps without interference. here we go. So we're just gonna tidy up a few things. Everything in here. This is what the keyboard looks like. It's flexible. So yeah, double O-ring mounted, top and bottom. Little bit flushed USB port right there from an old KPD fans case. But yeah, overall it looks good. Typing feel. So I'm gonna just get everything tidied up first, and then I just bring the mic over here and we'll get a sound feel of the keyboard. So pause the music and turn the volume up a bit, and yeah, it's focusing on my mic, not my board. So this is, I'll make the sound test first. So I'm gonna switch over to clean cam, and let's see. No rattle. Spacebar sounds really good. And flex too. So yeah, H is still too stiff though because it's a tray mount, but nonetheless not bad. Let's go. Well, in the end, while we can build 60% and mod it as much as possible, doesn't feel as good as a custom mechanical keyboard. For one, mounting styles are different, and for two, second is that there's a ceiling, just like I hypothesized. So like there's a ceiling of how good a mechanical keyboard could be before you find another custom board. And yeah, so that's the conclusion. So should you get an OEM board? Absolutely. Absolutely, you should get one. But should you modify one? Yes, if you can. I mean, I bought this AND Pro so that I could learn to solder. But yeah, I think you should get one. And yeah, and it's a good experimental board. So yeah, in all honesty, get an OEM board. It's good for practicing, and just make sure you find good ones. Ones I recommend are actually this one, AND Pro. I think I have another one here. If you're in Indo, it's the VortexSeries VX64. Hi, it's Future Me. Thank you for being able to sit through the video, and I hope you learned something. At the end, any board has any kind of value to them, and there is always something that we can learn, especially in this community. Just make sure to read a lot and understand that some things are just passed through from yourself. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching this right now, I'll be live on Twitch. Links in the description below. See ya. 窓を開けて小さくつぶやいたハワイよ誰もいない部屋で一人